Hi everybody. I'm here today to show off my collection of Fender Stratocasters. And this is actually the first one I'm going to show off, and it's my favorite model because it's the first one I actually built from scratch. And I'd just like to make a point about all my Fender Strats that none of them are really stock Stratocaster. They're all modified in some way by me, so it's kind of a unique collection I put together over the last 5 years or so. And so this is the first one I'm going to feature. I kind of did this one in the essence of two of my most favored guitar players, Stevie Ray Vaughan and Jimi Hendrix. So as you can see with the body here, I made it to resemble Stevie Ray Vaughan's guitar, being it's a worn Sunburst finish, and the neck being it has the reverse headstock, resembles Jimi Hendrix guitar, but I'll actually talk about that in a minute. For the body, I do want to talk about this for a minute. It's actually, I made this out of scratch, out of alder wood. And I'll turn around so you can see a back shot of it. And as you can see for the tremolo bridge, I've put 4 springs, similar to Stevie Ray Vaughan's, to keep the bridge really fixed down, especially if you're running heavy gauge strings. Now as for the pickups and wiring, the pickups are USA Fender pickups. I picked those up, and then the pots I use split shaft Fender CTS pots, and the switch is a vintage 3-way position switch like they used in the late 50s and early 60s, and it's a spring-loaded genuine Fender switch. And the bridge, of course, being a gold, similar to Stevie Ray Vaughan's, not an upside down one, but nice nonetheless. And now onto the neck and tuners. As you can see, I have the left-handed neck on the right-handed body, so it gives it the reverse headstock. Now you guys might be saying, why do you have a Squire neck on this guitar? Well, some of you guitar builders know that actually the Squire line was made in several countries throughout its lifetime, and some of them are actually really high quality. This particular one is made in Mexico. It's an earlier Squire neck, and as I turn it around, you can see the figuring on the maple wood. It's a really good cut of maple. You can see the tiger grain here in the figuring. And so these necks you can pick them up pretty reasonably priced, and they're actually pretty good for project builds. And as I zoom in here, you can see the tuners. I put vintage replica Klussen tuners on here to top off the guitar. So basically that's it for the first one in my collection. Alright, here's the second guitar in my Sunburst collection, and I like to call this one my Craigslist guitar. It's kind of a basic Strat, but I picked up all the pieces for probably under $100 off of Craigslist over time. The body is a basic 3-tone Sunburst body, and the neck is, of course, another left-handed neck, a Fender gold label Stratocaster neck. And the really cool thing about this model that I like is, in a trade, I repaired a guy's guitar. He traded me some pickups and some knobs here, some tone and volume knobs, and these ones were actually sat in the sun over probably a 10-year period, and so they kind of gave it that natural aged pickup cover look. So I'll just zoom in on it real quick, and this is basically all I wanted to show on this model. So there it is, my Craigslist Strat. Alright, so here's the third guitar in my Sunburst Strat collection. And I put this one together also. And the first thing you'll notice is the neck on it. It's a Music Master neck. As you can tell, it's from the big headstock shape. It's a later one, probably from the early to mid 70s. So as you can see, as I turn this neck around, the tuners, it came with the traditional F-style tuners from that period. They're a little bit worn, but they're still working. So even though this neck does have a worn finish, which is kind of cool, gives it a vintage feel, the cool thing about these Music Master necks is if you had a Stratocaster neck from that period, it would probably break the bank about $5,000 worth. I might be exaggerating, but vintage Fender parts are going for a lot now, but the Music Master necks are fairly cheap. The negative part is they're a short scale neck, so that poses a little bit of problem, but kind of a way to get a cool looking neck for the price. And then now down to the body of this guitar. I actually built this one from scratch again. This one, instead of alder, I made it out of ash. I made it out of 2 pieces, so it just has 1 seam. So it's a pretty solid body. And the pickups I picked up from Guitar Fetish. It's a eBay store. And on this one, it actually has a fixed bridge. So I'll show you a shot here of the back of the guitar. So now with this closer up shot, you can see that the wood grain a little bit better, and it only has 1 seam down the middle, like I was mentioning. Now I'm going to be posting some videos coming up. I kind of want to show instructional videos how to build these strats from scratch with lumber you can pick up at your local hardware store, and tools that you probably already have in your garage. You don't really need an elaborate wood shop to put these guitars together. They're actually pretty fun to build, and what I found out a long time ago is a USA Fender Strat costs you about $1,000, but you can build these for about $200–300, and the wood is as good as wood as you're going to find anywhere. And it's a really solid guitar, 2 pieces. A lot of guitars are made out of 4 or 5 pieces of wood, so the quality is going to be a lot better. So just keep your eye out for some upcoming videos. I'm going to show my version of a at-home homemade Stratocaster.